Hi, welcome to Lunar Logic Tarot. I'm Juju, and this is going to be a timeless general love and life reading for Cancer. You could have Cancer in your sun, moon, rising, and Venus placements. Cancer, please keep in mind these readings are very general, so take what resonates, leave the rest. If it's not your story, do not try to make it fit. Everything's subject to free will and the will of the divine. No one is free from law of cause and effect, and roles can be reversed. What that means is this could be something that you're doing or going on around you. This could be something that your person is doing, um, in a romantic sense, or something that's going on around them. This could be a family member, a friend, a coworker, a boss. They're doing this, or something that's going on around them. Okay, and you just happen to know about it. So keep that in mind. Okay. If you need or want to get a reading that is tailored specifically to your energy and/or situation, my email is in the description box below. I do offer $10 off of first-time clients who get their first reading with me. There will be an extended to this reading. You are not obligated to get it, but if you want it, it is there for you as well. I will go into additional detail regarding this reading, and/or there could be just very different messages that come through as well in the extended. The link to that will be in the description box below, as well as the comments section below. So you're definitely welcome to that if you like. I'm giving that as an option for people who may not be able to necessarily be able to afford a personal reading. They're still timeless and they're still general messages, so they're not like a personal reading. But I do go into more detail, and I use decks that I don't and really can't use on YouTube. So um, definitely check it out if you want. Okay, let's see. Oh, disclaimer. Disclaimer. I have to give this disclaimer, and I am turning my comments back on this week as well. I'm asking everyone to please be respectful of each other and of me. Okay. Um, but here's my disclaimer. I'm not intentionally trying to be a negative person or a negative reader. Um, Ever since I was a little girl, ever since I started reading, or been able to read, after my first near-death experience, I've just been able to I'm like the warning person. It's just kind of what it is. It's not my intention to cause anxiety or to scare anyone, but I literally have to give you the messages that I receive from spirit. I have to give them as they're given to me. Okay? So, with that being said, I will never tell you what you want to hear, okay, in order to profit off of you. However, I will tell you the messages that spirit needs you to be aware of and wants you to know. Okay? My readings can be a little intense. They can be sometimes triggering, and sometimes they can have warnings, and they can have messages that do not pertain to love. Okay, they could just be in your general life. Okay, um, take what resonates, leave the rest, but viewer discretion is advised. All right, so let's get started. What's going on for Cancer, please, in love and in life? What's going on for Cancer, please, in love and life? Cancer. Hold on. Oh, also, I've had this deck for a while, and I'm just now learning to use it. I've been studying it a little bit. I still have to use the book. I'm still kind of learning the deck, one, but also like connecting with it. So I might pull you a card from the Hoodoo Tarot as well, more like an oracle card, if I have time towards the end. Okay. I may have to read it from the book, but um, it's a really amazing deck. Really amazing deck. I've really connected well with it. I'm still learning it and getting my energy on the deck and stuff like that. But I've had it for a while, but I highly recommend it. Not a paid promotion or anything. I think you can get it off like Amazon or maybe like Books a Million or something like that if you're interested. All right, let's see. What's going on for Cancer, please? All right, we got Spirit. Unforeseen, unseen forces watch over you. So you're being watched over by Spirit. Okay. So this could be like a deceased loved one. This could be an ancestor. This could be an angel. This could be a spirit guide. This could be a guardian angel. This could even be like a spirit animal. But you're being watched over, okay? Or someone else is being watched over. Um, with the skull here, we also have like get air energy with this. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and with the skull, Scorpionic energy here. Something could be coming up in Scorpio season, which I believe starts, it's on my community tab, has like a little picture of when the dates are. I want to say it's October 23rd, or no, October 24th is when the beginning of Scorpio season actually starts. Okay, so Scorpio season could be important for you this year. Again, these are timeless readings. Let's see, what else, please? Or maybe it's even last Scorpio season. So last year in 2021. What else is going on for Cancer? Okay, we have the Serpent. A sly and subtle approach is needed. Okay. Snakes aren't inherently bad. Okay, I mean, in some decks they can represent, jealousy, they can represent, vexation, they can represent jealousy, they can represent third parties. But in other decks, they can also represent healing and transformation because, a snake sheds its old skin so that it can grow, right? Snakes are very, very psychic. I don't know if you guys know that. Snakes are or the spirit animal of the snake is very psychic because I don't know if they have very good eyesight, but they smell with their tongue, right? So they pick up the scent through their tongue. But because they lay so low to the ground, their belly's on the ground, they can feel the vibrations of the earth. They can feel things like vibrations very strongly. So I feel personally that they're very psychic. Some of you also might have an animal totem, and First Nations or animal totem that is the snake. I personally do as well. So that's kind of cool. So, but there's something here like, okay, I'm not saying it's you. So again, don't shoot the messenger. I'm not saying it's you. It doesn't have to be you. It could be someone else. I don't know. Or, it can even be spirit. I have to give a little warning here. So please chuck it in the fucking bucket if it really doesn't apply. Okay, but I have to give it. So some of you might mess with Ouija boards. Or some of you might mess with divination rods. Um, okay. Be careful. Okay, I'm only telling you, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not telling you what to do. If you want to do that, that's totally up to you. I personally don't recommend it, but that's totally up to you because you may not know what you're talking to. You may think you're talking to an angel or a good spirit, but really, this spirit could be being very sly with you. Okay, some of you also may need to cleanse your home, like spiritually. Well, maybe you need to clean your house. I got tons of tons of towels. Right now, I have like a mountain, like it's never ending. I swear, it's literally a never ending mountain of towels. But anyways, some of you may need to clean up. Others of you may need to spiritually cleanse or both. And hey, no judgment. I mean, we get busy, right? But there's some type of maintenance that needs to be done, or someone around you needs to do some type of spiritual maintenance. Okay. Say that again, Spirit. Weird message. Okay. Okay, so you think that okay, some of you, not all of you, some of you may think that someone sent you a spirit. Spirit is saying they did not. The spirit, there is a spirit there. Okay, there is a spirit there, and they're masquerading as a guide or an angel. Okay, they're taking a very sly approach. Okay, because you're very psychic. Do you see what I'm saying? So when you're very psychic, Cancer, right? And I feel like this may not be for everyone. So again, chuck it in the fucking bucket if it's not. So here's the deal. If you're very psychic, right? Here's how I explain it. Everybody has an antenna on top of their head, like an invisible antenna, right? Like like you would see on like the old TV with the rabbit ears, right? So some antennas are a little smaller, a little little shorter, a little smaller, and the other antennas are really large and very big, right? And very like go out really far, right? And then there's differences in variations of sizes and of everything in between, right? So Okay. And these antennas allow you to pick up on different frequencies. Okay. And these different frequencies are like different dimensions, like the spirit world, the underworld, the heavens, the ethereal, the in between, the like almost like purgatory, but I don't really want to call it like purgatory, but it's kind of like a holding space. You know what I mean? So it's gonna get a little trippy, so just bear with me. So some of you, okay, maybe not all of you, are having some disturbances in your house. Maybe while you're sleeping, or like while you're, I don't know, watching TV, doing dishes, regular life stuff, right? And the reason why is because your antenna, remember the antenna I told you about, is turned on, right? You're very psychic. And maybe it's the dial, the volume, right, is getting turned up, right? And so when that volume gets turned up and maybe you are unconsciously, maybe you're not even aware of it. You're flipping through the frequencies. You're flipping through the channels of the dial. Maybe you don't even realize that you're doing that. I know I didn't realize I was doing that for a long time. And, I still struggle with controlling my gift. Sometimes, I've had a mentor, um, she's passed away now, um, some years ago. But anyways, she told me may not be able to control my gift fully. It was my destiny. It's kind of like the price that you pay. There's always a price for it. And that doesn't make me better or worse than anyone else, obviously. I'm just putting that out there. But and now I would have development until I'm about 46. I'm going to be 39 in November. So, and then she thought it was going to be very, very interesting about everything that was going to develop and within me psychically. And the one thing she told me was to not be afraid. Okay. I want to tell you the same thing. Do not be afraid. Okay. If there's something that you feel that isn't, um, that's making itself pronounced, that you may feel or sense that is not for your highest good or doesn't mean you well, you can cast it out. You can banish it. You don't have to do all this stuff. You don't have to do a bunch of crazy stuff. You can verbally say it. Your words have power. Your words are like spells. That's why it's very important to watch your tongue. But what you say to people, about especially about yourself, for sure, because your words, your tongue is very powerful. The words that you speak are like speaking spells, okay, whether you realize it or not. So that's why it's good to not talk bad about yourself and others, or to not entertain gossip and things like that, because it's literally, when you're entertaining gossip about someone else, you're actually casting a spell on yourself as well. I don't know if you know about that or not. Anyways, so your words have power, and you can actually cast this spirit out if you want to. Okay, if you want to, if you feel like it's negative. But the reason why they're coming to you is because you're very psychic. Okay, you do not have to entertain it. These are spirits that were human at one time and have passed away. So some of you could be a medium. Now, every medium is psychic, but not every psychic is a medium. Understand that, okay? So some of you could be a medium and not even realize it. So maybe you can communicate with the dead if you choose. Also, it could be angelic. But there also could be things that could be not so nice. You know what I'm saying? That were never human. So you just have to be mindful of what you're talking to, whether you're using divination rods. I don't recommend using a Ouija board. I really, really don't, because can't really, you never really know what you're talking to when you use Ouija boards and or divination rods, because, and that's not to talk shit about anybody who does use them. Just you have to be very careful and be very mindful, because you have something that's masquerading as an angel or a helpful guide or spirit, but they're taking a very sly approach. You have to ask yourself, why are they taking a sly approach? I Spirit is saying you think that someone sent you something. It's not that. It's because you're very psychic. It's because you're very psychic, and they're attracted to that. You see what I'm saying? They're very much attracted to that. All right, let's see. What else? What else, please, for Cancer in love and in life? Oh, Lord. Okay. So here, the next card I'm going to show you is a card that's actually about the snakes that are not very good. So we got the serpent. It says a sly and subtle approach is needed. But then you have Medusa. It says jealousy leads to downfall. So this could be you being jealous of someone or someone being jealous of you. Spirit keeps saying it's not someone else. It's not someone else. Okay, here's something too. You can be either so angry or so irritated with a person, a place, a situation, and you can actually haunt yourself. It's called random telekinesis or psychotelekinesis. Okay, it's where it seems random. It seems random, but really it's your heightened emotion. So that could be emotionally upset. That can be emotionally angered, like angered or emotionally jealous or emotionally frustrated or sometimes very excited, like happy and very excited. And you things can start to happen around you energetically, like things start to break, light bulbs explode, batteries are drained, things start to fall off the walls, pipes bust, fires start. That's a real thing. So, and you think it's someone else, or you think you're being, like you have some type of negative infestation. I'm not saying that that wouldn't be the case. I'm just saying people who are very psychically inclined, okay, can have the ability to, especially when there's heightened emotion of any kind, to haunt themselves, quite literally. Okay. So make sure that you're grounded, whatever it is, make sure that you're grounded. Be mindful of any jealousy energy within yourself. First and foremost, we always got to check with ourselves before we sit to blame other people or an entity or spirits. We always want to check with ourselves first, right? And then we look and see if it could be something outside of us, outside of ourselves. Okay, I'm gonna look at that. Let's see. I do get more like transformation. I get with again there's a spirit, okay, and not to scare you, but there could be a spirit. Either again, it could be you haunting yourself. It could be a spirit that knows that you're very very psychic and for whatever reason has been attracted to you for whatever reason, um, and that spirit that's attracted to you because of your psychic gifts could be very jealous of those gifts, or actually, spirit, correct me, jealous of you living. Not that they would do anything to, not saying that they would cause you harm like that, okay? Just, but like, spirits that have passed on, that were once human that have passed on, whether it be through like an accident or an act of violence, or it happened very quickly. They don't sometimes they don't realize that they're dead. And sometimes they don't feel like they can move on because they didn't get to finish something out. And they kind of get stuck, and the energy becomes a little heavier and a little denser because they can get stuck here for quite some time. So be mindful of that, okay? But we always got to check within ourselves first. You understand? So before you say it's someone or something else, check with yourself first, then go through the process of eliminating people, places, and things, um, what have you. But I do feel like some of you are very, very, very psychically inclined, and that's why some of this is happening, okay? Why is the spirit here for Cancer? Show me the spirit. The moon, yeah, it bothers you at nighttime, but this is your energy. This is Cancer, Pisces energy, the moon. And it says you will be guided through darkness. So you are being guided through darkness. This spirit, whatever it is, I'm sorry, it's not necessarily about romantic love. This spirit watches you at night and thinks or believes or feels that you can guide it to the light. You see what I'm saying? Also, Spirit is saying too, be careful, a spirit could be lying to you. Because not that the moon is bad, the moon isn't bad, you're not bad, but it's okay, but the moon can also talk about illusions, right? Illusionary. The moon isn't bad. It still shines its light, even though it's a lesser light. It's not as bright as the sun, but it still shines nonetheless. It takes the light of the sun and transforms it into its own light. Okay, so there's some form of illusionary. Be careful of a spirit that you might be trying to communicate with um, in any form or fashion that may not be being honest with you. Show me the spirit, please. Yeah, my nose is starting to itch. Yeah, that's important for some of you. And that's no judgment towards you if you use Ouija boards or divination rods. Just be very careful. And I mean very careful. Show me the spirit, because you don't always know who or what you're speaking to. And when you close it out, you don't know if you actually closed it or not. Show me the spirit or the serpent, please. Why is the serpent here for Cancer? Yeah, we have the Maestral. It says, let your intentions be known. So Spirit is saying here, the spirit itself needs to let its intentions be known. You need to you need to question the spirit. You need to say, what are your intentions? What is your name? What is your intentions? What is your purpose? Okay. Also, Spirit is saying here, if you are taking a sly and subtle approach for something, you need to be more vocal about your true intentions here, or someone around you does. Okay. Because I feel like there's a hidden intention here. Why is the Medusa here for Cancer? The Medusa here for Cancer, please. Why is the Medusa here for Cancer? The King. Authority and diplomacy. So if there's someone, if it isn't you, right? Okay, and if it isn't the spirit, there is a masculine energy, could be an Aries, Taurus, Leo, Virgo energy that could be very, very jealous of you. I mean, jealous of you, and could be trying to cause harm, or you know what I'm saying. So protect yourself from evil eye. An evil eye means like someone who's very jealous of you, someone who is very coveted, of you, someone who is maybe even very angry with you. So definitely take precautions there to protect yourself. Okay, but yeah. All right, let me get you a hoodoo card. I am going to have to read it from the book because I'm still learning it, okay? Let's see. What guidance do you have? What guidance or whatever, let's see. What other information do you have for Cancers, please? Let me get a good shuffle. One second, we get one more. Okay. What messages? Show me Cancer. Show me Cancer, please. What message you have for Cancer? Okay, you have the 9 of Baskets in the reverse. Okay. Pretty sure that's Cups, but it's in reverse. So that could be like water energy. I believe that's okay. You also have the 4 of Baskets reverse. I'm gonna show you the cards. Yeah, you have the 6 of Sticks in the reverse as well. So it's like the 6 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So this is the 9 of Baskets in the reverse, and it has coins or jewelry, money, books, wine, a gator head, sunflowers, bread, and some other things. I can't really see what it is. And then you have the 4 of Baskets in the reverse. Okay. There's a very strong stubborn energy you've been dealing with, or you yourself have carried within yourself a very strong stubbornness, a reluctancy to see something for what it really is or what it really was, is what I just heard. There's a need to release. There's a need to be forthright. There's a need to I just heard you might be being haunted by the choices you've made, or someone is being haunted by the choices that they've made. I don't know who that applies for, but it just came through. So let me look this up. Hold on. So the Nine of Baskets. Oh, sorry. Okay. It's in the reverse. And it talks about marigolds, okay? Says cash and jewels, financial security, and wealth, books, knowledge, gatorhead protection, rabbit's foot. Oh, there's rabbit's foot. Okay. Good luck, old-fashioned biscuits, nourishment and from familiar being familiar, bottle of wine, intoxicants, sunflowers, warmth and good times, and passport travel. So, in the negative aspect, it talks about materialistic people, greed, lack, people who are never satisfied, gluttony, spoiled brats, feeling unfulfilled, narcissist, smugness, overindulgence, shattered dreams, shallowness, and hedonism. Okay, which is like very strong self-indulgent energy. Okay, so you could be dealing with someone who's very much like that, and or that could be something that you need to address within yourself. Okay, then the Four of Baskets, but I'm not saying that's the case. Okay, Four of Baskets. Okay, and the plant is bay, like bay leaves. Okay, and it says I'm gonna tell you the story. It says a young woman is being offered just one more basket after rudely rejecting the other three. Okay, the NG cufflinks belong to Neville Goddard in 1905 to 1972, who was one of the most important and influential New Thought voices of the 20th century. The New Thought movement emphasized the power of positive thinking and the ability of the mind to manifest whatever the seeker desired. So, I mean, also referred to as the law of attraction. Neville Neville, I think I'm saying that right, claimed that his teacher was a turbaned black man named um, Abudallah. I'm not saying that right. Who tortured, oh, excuse me, who, not tortured, who tutored him in scripture, number, mysticism, Kabbalah, and Hebrew. New Thought philosophy was incorporated into many Black American spiritualist churches. So the meaning of this, and this is not in the positive position. This is in the negative position. And it says, negative says boredom, withdrawal, fatigue, dissatisfaction, apathy, lack of motivation, cataloging regrets, feeling misunderstood, reclusiveness, frustrations, rejecting assistance, yearning, time for a reassessment, pity parties, depression, cynicism, and self-absorbed individuals. So either you are dealing with someone who has been very, very self absorbed, very selfish, very overindulgent, very ego driven. And don't get me wrong, everybody has an ego. Everybody. And everybody needs that ego to a certain extent because it's what keeps us alive. Well, you'll hear in the spiritual community this ego death, yada yada yada, all that stuff. You can't really kill your ego because if your ego dies, your will to survive dies. You see what I'm saying? But what you can do is have it in the middle because on one side of the spectrum you've got very strong codependency, right? On the other side, you've got like egomaniacs, right? Or worse, right? So being healthy, right dead center is balanced, right? So you might have been dealing with someone who's very not balanced, or cancer. This could be you that's been not very not balanced about about things. There is a lack of empathy here. I'm feeling that very strong. There's a very strong lack of empathy. There's a very strong lack of understanding. Um, I get here, someone here wants a lot of sympathy, but doesn't give the empathy that. Also, I get someone here who's very stubborn and doesn't want to acknowledge their wrongdoings or what they contributed to. Um, Whether it's in the relationship, work dynamic, friendship, family dynamic, what have you. This could be you, this could be your person, right? There's a strong reluctancy to acknowledge anything. And this And then with the Four of Cups here was talking about law of attraction. Oh, I just about bit my tongue. Law of attraction. You have to be mindful of what you're attracting towards yourself or this person, because someone could be attracting this type of negative energy or negative entities or spirits because that's what they're thinking. Your mind is very, very powerful. So is your tongue. Your words are very powerful. They're like spells. So when you speak ill of yourself, okay, you attract that towards yourself. If you speak ill of others, not only are you trying to send that to someone else, but you are also casting a spell on yourself and bringing it towards yourself as well. That's why gossip is so bad, because not only are you speaking ill on someone else's life and trying to bring ill on someone else's head, but you're also speaking a spell over yourself at the same time. So the tongue is very, very powerful, but also the mind is exceptionally powerful. So here is what I'm getting is be careful what you wish for. Okay? You or somebody else needs to be very, very careful with what they wish for. Okay? Okay? Let me get one more. One more, please. Because I feel like you can have whatever you want. Like, I feel whether that's love, money, finances, career, a home, uh, happiness, uh, whatever, peace, whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? You can literally have whatever you want, Cancer. Like, I really, really believe that. Cancers, you guys are great, great manifestors. Well, for the most part, I'm not going to say every single Cancer I've ever met, because but the ones I have met are like immaculate, like exceptional manifestors, like straight up, no joke. Okay. With that being said, you have to be very, very careful about what you manifest, though. Okay. That means with a great power, psychic ability, intuition, mediumship, um, you know, uh, psychic awareness, manifestation abilities. With great power comes in even greater responsibility to acknowledge that and to take and to be responsible with the gift, right? What else, please? What else? Ooh, okay. What else for Cancer, please? What else for Cancer? Okay. Okay. We have the Ace of Knives. So it's like the Ace of Swords. So this is like the truth here has been spoken, but can also talk, well, way I'm seeing is like a conflict here. And the Six of Knives, yeah, in the reverse is like not being able to move on, but I will read this from the deck because these have a little bit of a different meaning. Okay. So let's see real quick. And then I am going to go into the extended and get all the tea. Let me find it. So 120. I feel like whatever it is, you can overcome it if you want. You have the ability. So this right here, the Ace of Knives, and the plant is ashwagandha. Ashwagandha. And the image, it says a hand claps an illuminated dagger with a chicken foot and two, I can't even say that word, rings from an owl dangling from it. The chicken foot symbolizes protection and revealing of hidden enemies. Okay. The rings symbolize foresight and making wise choices. Also, swords are about communication. So there's truth here, right? There's a need to be honest, right? There's a need for someone else to be honest. There's a need to how do I say this? Sometimes sometimes we are our own worst enemy. Sometimes it isn't always someone else. Sometimes it's us. You know, I'm learning that. I've learned that. I'm learning that. Sometimes we are our own worst enemy and we don't even know it. See what I'm saying? So just take it under consideration. And then other times it can be other people. So, but always look at yourself first before you blame someone else. Always look at you first. Okay? first and foremost, okay? And it says positive. So I feel like this is in the positive position. And it says facing fears, logic, triumph over adversity. There you go. So you can have whatever you want. Okay, objectivity, intellectuals, mind power, breakthroughs, getting to the point, clarity, determination, decision makers, the power of words. Look, well, you can't see it. I don't know if you can see that. Where is it? Right there. The power of words. The power of words. Okay, and it says the power of words, seeing through illusions, analysis, quick-witted people, justice, surgery, critical thinking, authority, calling it as you see it, and accepting the truth even when it hurts. Yeah. Because here with the Six of Swords reverse, not really being able to move on until, or the Six of Knives, not able to move on until you have accepted a truth. Be mindful of your words, right? Let's see. Six of Knives reverse. John the Conqueror root. Okay. And it says in the image, it talks about, according to the short version of the legend, John the Conqueror was an African prince who was captured and enslaved in America. The prince managed to escape and sailed back to Africa, leaving his power behind in the form of John the Conqueror root. This is just a legend, though. John the Conqueror root is actually a native plant of North America. So, in reverse, the negative says resistance to change, lethargy, people with a lot of baggage, procrastinators, being stuck in negative thought patterns, feeling melancholy, more troubles ahead, escapism, slow progress, inability to see the light at the end of the tunnel, and laziness. But here's the clarity and the power of your words, seeing the truth even if it hurts. You know? All right. Well, Cancer, that's 37 minutes. I will do a very brief little extended for you guys. I'll get some tea. I'll get some more cards or whatever. I hope that it helps you. Let me get you a little bit of guidance first. Guidance, please, for Cancers. Any general guidance for my Cancer? So I feel like, again, this could be you, this could be someone else, or it could be both. It doesn't have to be either or, right? Sometimes it's both. Let's see. Show the world the real you. Yeah, show the world the real you. Be who you are and be unapologetically authentic to who you are. Could be the one Aquarius. Got a lot of swords energy here. Oh, you also got meditate and contemplate new moon in Pisces. So there's a need for you to really deeply reflect on things as well. And a fiery climax approaches. Aries energy. You could be having a fight with someone. There could very well be conflict. And there might be a truth that gets revealed or is spoken. Be careful. Be mindful of your words. There's power in words. Someone else might need to be mindful of their tongue because there's power in words. Okay. But there could be a conflict or there could be a truth that gets revealed in some form or fashion that is a painful truth. Okay. So just across the board, just be mindful. Remember, you are good enough though. Virgo energy, and communication is key. Gemini energy. Okay, you and your loved ones are safe. Okay, you will be okay. Whatever this is about, everything will be okay because you do have a new start coming. You do. You really do. You got this. Just woosah. Chill. Chile. You know what I mean? It'll be okay. It will be okay. Whatever it is, it's going to be all right. I promise. Well, I can't promise everybody, but I really hope so. I really hope so with all my heart. All right, well, Cancers, that has been your reading. If you want to get a personal reading tailored specifically to your energy and or situation, my email is in the description box below, as well as I do give $10 off for first-time clients who get their first reading with me. And I will have the extended in the description box below, as well as the comment section below, and you're more than welcome to join me there if you like. I love you guys. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And as always, take care of yourself till next time. Bye.